Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Just checking to make sure my mic is working properly. Yay, you can hear me. Is the music too loud? I'm just still trying to like figure out audio levels and everything. Perfect. Okay, good. Ooh, a little nervous here. It's been like 3 years since I last streamed, so we will give this a shot. So yeah, I guess this is my new layout sort of thing. What do you think of the color scheme so far? I try to match kind of like the foresty colors of also my model, which I am going to show you. Hi. Yeah. So, hi. This is me. Um, yeah. I guess I've never really done a debut before, so I don't know what to actually do right now. So I guess the main thing I guess would be to show off the model. Thank you. Yeah, it was a long time coming, I guess. Uh, trying to get artists and everything figured out. But yeah, so this is my whole view so far. Let me just zoom out and show you the full thing. Kind of a tall model, sorry. So yeah, I guess I get a lot of people seem to start off with the feet, so I'm just going to show you like the feet here. I got the nice buckles and everything. Yeah, so uh, my designer, she really went all detailed and everything on this, so I love that. So many buckles and everything. So many. I love the little chains and everything. Actually, was whole inspired by Wuthering Waves and a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Seto Kaiba's jacket, how it flares out at the bottom. And I got a little pouch here for stuff. So yeah, a little more buckles. I'm really awkward with this, so please forgive me. I guess this is also the first time you've ever heard my voice too, huh? Yeah. So I don't know if you've seen. I guess you've never seen the toggles I have for this, but I only have a couple right now. You have? I don't remember, but okay. But yeah, so like, hi Nemu. Yeah, debut. Little awkward, little nervous. I have no idea what I'm doing, so this is going to be very scuffed. Oh, right, right, right. The tutorial. Yeah, I didn't even know when I was actually going to do it. To be honest, I was originally planning to do it yesterday, but then I spent time setting up, the panels and Twitch profiles and everything, and afterwards I was just kind of like, you know what, it's a little too much for one day. So I decided to push it off to today. And even today, just sick, super nervous, and was like, you know what, I'm always going to be nervous, so I'm just going to hit the go live button and just deal with it. Actually, perfect timing, Nemu. I was just showing Lauren the model. Show it to you as well. So yeah, this is the full thing. A lot of wavy parts. I don't know how to explain myself really. I've never been good at explaining myself. But yeah, actually, I was playing around with a little bit of toggles yesterday, trying to figure out what to do. And so yeah, I have my antlers, which eventually I'm going to turn into like a redeem to turn them on and off. It's a very small little thing, so but it's still kind of cool. And then obviously my glasses. They just slide on and off. If you were watching Maury's stream when she was rigging, a lot of this is you probably would have seen before. And then, of course, my favorite one is oops, wrong button. Is this my little mascot, Ticket? Originally, I was going to get him done as like a rigged model, so that I could do him as an actual model instead of my main one. But I guess the artist didn't separate the layers, so it is what it is. But you know, it's a learning process. Yeah, Thicket, little childlike moose. Yeah, he even has lore himself. I probably should figure out what the lore is, or figure out like a graphic or something and put that up eventually. But yeah, so yeah, he's just a little guy. Actually, let me see if I can pull up what his lore is. Okay, so his lore is a small humanoid moose, no taller than a child, mischievous, whip smart, and armed with an acorn-sized attitude. Thicket is more than just a companion. He's a living echo of the forest's resilience, often climbing on my shoulder or scouting ahead. So he's like, I don't know, a scout, I guess. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm going to try and get like a proper lore graphic created. It wasn't too high on my priority list right now, so I just wanted to get everything ready for like debut and everything. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys can let me know if the music is ever too loud or too soft, or if my mic is too loud or soft, because I'm still trying to figure everything out, get all levels set up and everything. Everything sounds okay? Perfect. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, so this is kind of like the layout and stuff that I had uh, commissioned. So the border for the outline, you may recognize it. It's similar to what Maury had done because I liked that artist style, but obviously I got mine a little bit differently done. The widget wise, I found it on VGen. Actually, what's really cool is they have the goal here, so I can turn that on and off, and it can be done for like bits, donos, anything. So that's kind of cool. I like having that separate kind of functionality. I still have to set that up for my deck and all that stuff. I guess I can give you like a little tour of everything going on. Um, yeah, no worries. I know it's probably really late for you right now, but I appreciate you lurking and thank you for the congrats, both you and Lauren. Still trying to figure things. I'm probably going to say that quite often right now because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. Wait. Before you go, I want to show you something quickly. For when I do have games that are, how do I say, intensive on my computer and will cause me to lag, I have a Fugi. Let me pop and show you that Fugi. Here's the Fugi. Ha ha ha. I actually saw it on a stream that someone had rated, and I'm like, this is amazing. And it's got little toggles for it too. So obviously when I'm talking, you know, lights up and mouth moves. But when I'm muted, it's got a little something over the mouth to show that I'm muted. I love it. And then when I'm deafened, can't hear anything, can't say anything. Oh, thank you for following. What is it? Calamato? Yes. Hi, welcome in. My name is Dre. First time VTubing. Kind of brand new to all this stuff. Don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. But let me show you actually the main model. So yeah, this is me. This is my main model here. Yeah. I'm probably not going to do too long of a stream just because I'm still figuring out what I'm doing and everything. But I just wanted to kind of break the ice, kind of get my foot in to the door and figure out this VTube and stuff. But yeah, I guess since it's the first stream, I'll just do a little like AMA or something. Uh, kind of talk about myself, answer any questions. In the future, I'll have things more sorted and organized. I promise. Right now, I'm just kind of winging it, playing it by ear. I know you told me you would catch it. I wasn't actually too sure if you would, because I know time is like really late for you, I believe, over there in Paris. But yeah, so a little about me, I guess. I tried streaming back in 2022. I tried doing a lot more cooking stuff at the time, but I found it a little bit more stressful trying to cook on stream. Just because when I cook, I really like to focus on what I do because that's my happy place, you know. Yeah, chef. Yeah, you've seen the pictures that I've posted, but yeah. So I was trying to do that, and uh, I don't know, trying to play games. I get too focused on it, so I got quiet. So then I felt like, well, maybe streaming wasn't for me, and I was, focusing on life stuff. Drop some recipes. Well, here's the thing: like a lot of the stuff that I make is recreations of stuff that I see online. So when the live action One Piece first came out, how there was that huge tuna dish that they made. I actually tried to recreate that. I think I have a picture of it on Instagram. I'd have to find it, and I can, yeah. And then I would try and do things like beef Wellingtons and just anything I could find, like on cooking shows. Let me see if I have a picture of it. Yeah, and I did when COVID hit, a lot of people were doing breads and everything. I never got into the whole bread thing. I was doing more desserts, so like mousses and cakes and all that stuff. Oh, okay, I do have a picture of it. If you want to see it, that's where you could find it. Yeah, yeah. Continue with your projects, but yeah, thank you very much for coming in. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a very short one, like maybe just half an hour stream, just as I get into the groove of things, just trying to figure things out. Yeah, right now I do not have a schedule because I don't know what times will work best for me. So really, realistically, right now the best thing to do is just like have notifications on, and I'll go live. I'll try and let you know on Twitter when I go live next or something. But yeah, I'll eventually I'll figure a schedule out though, just to see like what works best for people and what time zones and everything. And yeah, thanks. Yeah, no, I one of the things I really like to do was a lot of food stuff, um, and I kind of experiment now too with things like risotto, gnocchi. I just find like food is. I mean, first off, we eat to live, but I find like food is like relaxing and kind of that whole focus point on everything. And all the best. Right? Thank you very much, Lauren. And I will see you later. I'll talk to you for sure later after stream and everything. But yeah, with like food, I just find that it's my go-to happy place. People go to the gym, people go for walks and stuff. For me, I like to cook. I'm by no means a chef, a professional chef, or anything at all. I'm very much an amateur home cook. I spend so much time researching recipes and everything. That's actually something I could do for the next stream. Is I could put together like a slideshow of pictures of food and stuff that I made. I did a lot of sous vide cooking. Actually, if you look in my highlights, there should be a video that I did of sous vide cooking at one point. Yeah, it's more of a hobby, really. It's just something to keep me busy. Something, but it can be very expensive too because ingredients are ridiculous right now. But also, I find it gives you the chance to create and just express yourself in a different way. So there's no, for me at least, I don't think there's a set standard of like how something has to be done. Like obviously, yeah, for sure, like food handling and proper practices, definitely follow that. But I like the fact that it gives me the creative opportunities to be like, hey, maybe this will work better with this. Maybe that'll work better with this. Like recently, I just did a risotto and lobster tail, uh, and that was interesting. Where normally with the risotto you would use like chicken stock or something. I used a beef stock, and when I was doing that, the rice actually had a very strong beef flavor to it. So adding that with the lobster tail, it kind of became more of like a surf and turf without the actual turf, which was kind of cool. You know, I never would have figured that out before. And then also things like right now, actually, I'm working on a recipe that's a recreation of the countdown noodles from Food Wars. You know, so it was like Szechuan style mapo tofu, and then you have a lion head meatball. So when you crack into that meatball, you got curry flowing out. So I'm working on trying to fix that up for myself because I've never actually made those things before. So it's a lot of trial and error, seeing what works, what doesn't work. Like right now, just to get the ideal flavor profiles, I am using some like prepackaged stuff for sauces, but I actually do want to try and make my own mapo tofu sauce. So like doing the Szechuan peppers and grinding up peppercorns and everything. Just kind of get that whole doing because I love to do it like from scratch and be like, hey, I made this 100% from start to finish, sort of thing. You just get that little bit of pride in yourself for that. Nothing wrong with doing the prepackaged stuff. It's honestly saved me so many times. But I do want to try and be like push myself to the limits and see what I can do and what I can't do, and what I need to work on. But yeah, it's been a lot of interesting fun doing that stuff. Sorry, I can go on and on about cooking. It's like you said, it's a hobby. It's a bit of a passion. But I also do like to do stuff like read a lot of comic books. I used to work in a comic book store actually, so I have a lot of comic books. Like this is before the whole Marvel cinematic universe even started, or like it was just the very infancy of the universe. So like when Iron Man 1 came out, I was already knee deep into like the whole Marvel lore, DC lore, and all that stuff. But I've fallen off over the years. But yeah, um, actually, something I guess since you're brand new, uh, Calamato, I'm actually an architect. Yeah, that kind of yeah. So like I for the last decade or so, I was designing houses, designing schools, skyscrapers, and all that stuff. It's a really cool and interesting thing to do. Just seeing the whole construction process and everything. But I have actually decided to switch out, and I'm pursuing a new career in IT, actually in cybersecurity. I want to actually focus more on governance and ethical hacking. So I want to be like that guy where, oh, is there something wrong with our systems? Let me try and break in, figure that out, and then we can patch that before, that gets exploited by someone or by like bad actors and everything. It's a tough industry to get into though, for sure. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I'm just kind of grasping at straws right now. I never really planned out what I was going to say today, what I was going to do today. I'm kind of actually doing this all by the seat of my pants. Since you are brand new, I guess you didn't get a chance to see the different toggles and stuff that I have set up. Right now, I only have three toggles. But the first one obviously is my antlers. They come on and off. And eventually, I'm going to set these things up for channel points once I have that ability to do that. My second one, though, is my glasses. So I'm planning to do something where if it's redeemed in game or something, I will actually, because I wear glasses in real life, I will actually take my glasses off, and I am blind as a bat. So I'm going to try and play whatever game I'm playing blind for like 5, 10 minutes or something. I figure that could be kind of a fun redeem. And then the third one I have is my little mascot here, Thicket. He's a little childlike moose character, little plush. I thought it would be kind of cool to have something like that. And who knows, maybe in the future I might just get a one off of it, but I might turn it into an actual plush. That was something that's kind of running through my head. But yeah, that's really all I have right now. Obviously, I want to get some more stuff done in the future. Um, yeah. And let me see. Oh, I. No, no, no worries, no worries. You know, it is what it is. If anything, the VOD will be up. All I went through was just the toggles I have. Where did you last finish off before your internet went down? Sorry, I'm just gonna grab some water quickly. Oh, and if you can't tell by my music choices, I'm really into K-pop. Kind of been into it since 2013, actually. I was on second gen, and I still believe second generation is the best generation compared to the stuff nowadays. They had so much more different. Okay, my career in cyber. Yeah, so I'm leaving architecture to do cybersecurity. So I want to focus more on governance and ethical hacking and making sure like data is secure and everything. Right now, it's a really tough industry to try and get into, especially when it coming from a different field completely. So it's hard to get interviews going because they're like, oh, well, you don't have experience. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, if you want, I can design your office structure and everything, design your buildings, but yeah, I have no experience in IT. So it's a little bit tough, but I have been doing certifications. Going to be trying to write a really high level one soon. To hopefully that might get me in the door. I got a couple contacts. But yeah, so that's it. So then after that, I believe. Oh yeah, so then you didn't get a chance to see the toggles, if that is when your internet went out. So yeah, I have my antler toggle here. I have my glasses one, and what I'm going to do is set it up as a channel point redeem, so that I can, like in game or something, I'll do it where it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes without my actual glasses in real life, and I am completely blind. Well, not completely, but blind as a bat in a way. And I'm going to try and play whatever game blind. I figured that could be a fun little thing to do for people. And then I also have my mascot here, which is named Thicket. And then, yeah, maybe I might turn him into a plush or something later on in the future, even if it's just a one-off one, because I thought it would be kind of cool to have. Um, yeah, he's pretty chill. So like, he's a little. I just read the lore for him recently. Let me just pull that back up. Yeah, so his lore is a small humanoid moose, no taller than a child, mischievous, whip smart, and armed with an acorn-sized attitude. Thicket is more than just a companion. He's a living echo of the forest's resilience, often climbing on my shoulder or scouting ahead. What country? Oh, I'm in Canada actually. Yeah. Hello, eh? No dude about it. Yeah, no, I figured if I'm going to have a companion, I'm going to give him lore too, give him a role, because then in future art, I'm I have ideas. Like I'm going to have him like almost ninja style, like running through trees or something like that, with little daggers in his hands or something. Oh yeah, where do you live? Like right now, it's not too cold. We're still in like the fall or end of summer season. Oh, Finland. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So are you like here where 6 months of the year it's like winter time? Because I'm not looking forward to the winter right here. Get like minus 40 Celsius. Yeah, that wasn't fun last year. And constantly snowing every day. I've never actually been to Finland though. So like, how cold does it get there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to do a little bit more research about it, but I think Finland is also a very cool country because you're pretty north, right? Or I I actually don't know where Finland geography wise is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was pretty north. Not like where Greenland type, or is it around like where Greenland is? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the map. Actually, I'm kind of curious now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see where it is. It's like closer to Russia side. Wow, by Sweden and Norway. I want to go there one day. You know, I don't get to travel very often. So mostly just stay in Canada or the U.S. The furthest I've ever gone is South Korea. But I do want to see more of the world. So hopefully, who knows? One day I might find myself in your neck of the woods. But you know what? Tell me a little bit about yourself, Kalamado. Like, what brought you into my stream? Or like, do you like VTubers? I guess, or do you have a favorite VTuber? Yeah. Oh, really? It's mandatory military service. That. Oh, wow. So, how long do you have to do that for? Like, is it a 4 year term? Is it a 2 year term? Because I know the only country I know of that had like mandatory military service as well was South Korea, where it's like a 2 year thing. Mostly because a lot of idols or male idols tend to have to do military service, or just a lot of all the males in Korea have to do military service. So that's the only thing I knew about that. But I didn't know Finland had one as well. Have you actually done your service yet as well, or is it something that's coming up for you to do? Actually, you know what? Since you're here, oh, 6 to 12 months. That's not too bad. I mean, at most of a year, and if anything, teaches you stuff, I guess. And I'm sure with the military, you get benefits and stuff afterwards. Maybe they do pay for schooling or something. Maybe I know some militaries do that. But I was actually kind of curious since you're here. What kind of things do you look for in a streamer? Like, do you prefer streamers who are more just chatting heavy, gameplay heavy? Do you prefer streamers who do a lot more reaction videos, sort of stuff? Like, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm. Oh, you're actually on your service right now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, that's I didn't expect that. That's really awesome, actually. How are you liking doing the military service? I've never actually done anything like that before, so I'm actually very curious. Is there a usually like yapping in chat? So I guess okay, cool. Just yapping. Yeah, no, I really appreciate that because I'm trying to figure out what kind of thing, how I want to structure my streams, and I want to try and see what people like more, and obviously, chatting is a big part of it. Oh yeah, no worries. Take your time. Actually, let me just keep Thicket out. He's kind of fun. People will love the little guy. Okay, so actually this is not too bad, you know, a little bit nervous at start, but I'm pulling through this. I'm getting it done. It's pretty hard mentally and physically, but you also get to do stuff you never in your life could do. Yeah, I can imagine it's like a lot of physical stuff. Like I've seen some shows and stuff of people in the military, like doing training and stuff, and it's that looks like just intense. And mentally, you know, I guess your platoon leader, sergeant, the leader, I guess he's like they're pretty hard on you to make sure you're up to standard and everything. What's been your favorite part about being in the military? Because you said you got to do stuff you never in life you could do otherwise. It's like, what's the biggest thing that you've done that just like shocked you, or like you can't believe that you're actually doing? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was super nervous at first, but having you here to just like chat with has been really helpful. So I really appreciate you coming in. Uh, get to shoot a gun? Yeah, yeah. I've only ever done that once in my life at a gun range. It's something for sure. It's kind of crazy, but cool at the same time. Well, like what kind of guns have you shot? Like I've only ever done a 9 mil and a rifle. I don't remember what kind of rifle it was. It was like years and years ago. Who's this? Oh, okay, you're all trained to shoot a rifle. Was it scary? I guess the first time, because I can imagine if it's your first time shooting the gun, that it can be very overwhelming. You know. Can't believe this. Yeah, I'm sure that they train you and everything, proper safety usage, never pointed towards someone, always have a point in downrange and everything. Actually, you know, yeah, yeah, it makes sense that training and stuff. What would you think is like the hardest part of it that you've had to adjust to? Like, is it like the early morning drills, or like the part that you don't like the most? I guess is what I'm curious about in the military. Oh, do they ever? Because you're in the military and stuff, do they teach you how to like drive tanks or anything like that? Because I'm not gonna. That would be kind of cool. Getting to like, drive one of those big things around, you know, load the giant artillery shells. There's a bunch of different platoons and groups and stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. So how long have you been in the military right now? Because you said it's usually 6 to 12 months, but and you're currently doing it right now. So are you like just starting near in the middle, just near the end part of your enlistment? Actually, with the Finland military, do they? Right. Oh, you're 3 months in. Okay, so you're still got a lot more to go. Okay, that's cool. Actually, I was wondering with the Finland military, do they like pay for schooling or something after you're finished, or like what are you going to do after the military? Are you going to re-enlist or do something else? I guess. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. I know you're the only one here with me, so it's I really appreciate having this opportunity to chat with you, get to know you better. Um, so I apologize if I'm asking like too much. And if ever you don't feel like answering, you just please say like this is a safe space. No one is ever forced to have to answer anything if you don't feel comfortable doing so. Yeah, I'm just kind of just vibing, chilling. Oh no, it's all good. Um, yeah, I can imagine it's a lot to try and explain to someone who doesn't know anything about the military. Uh, but no, that's still pretty cool that you're doing the military route, or I guess you have to because you said it's mandatory. School is free until you're 18. Oh, man, I wish we had that here in Canada. It, things would be so much nicer if we had that uh, program here. Trying to do schooling is ridiculously expensive right now, and it's going up every year. Um, yeah, kids going into college and everything is going to be like almost $1 million probably after 4 years. Military service is required after you are 18. Okay, so you have to do it after 18. Does it specifically have to be like when you hit 18, or do you have like a couple years to do it, like between 18 and 25, for instance? That was my knees. Oh, I'm old. Okay, so you can defer it and do it later in life. Okay, that's pretty cool. In case you want to do college first or something, get that all done with, or if you have a family or life stuff, that's pretty cool. Which is nice, I think, because having to force someone to do it right away at 18, it can be daunting. I can imagine. Yeah. Hmm. It's interesting. Oh, I'm actually curious. Do you like K-pop? Because I know it's taken off huge recently in the last couple years, and everyone is big into like BTS and Blackpink and Twice and all that. I was just wondering, are you into that, or do you prefer a different genre of music? Actually, this right now as was my first girl group or my first group in K-pop, Girls' Generation. They are without doubt. I usually listen to music from like media I consume, like music from series. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So you like OSTs? Like what kind of games are you thinking of? Like Valorant, Marvel Rivals, Clair Obscura. I heard is really good. Um, Actually, someone I've been watching. You pretty much listen to everything. Okay, cool, cool. Because I know a streamer I was watching recently, they play Lost Ark, and they were just doing a whole bunch of the OSTs from it. And I'm not gonna lie, the Lost Ark music is amazing. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, you know what? Oh, if you ever get a chance to go to one, a concert that's based completely around video gaming, the final. I've heard about the finals. I've seen a little bit of play of it. It's similar to Apex, I believe. Yeah, where it's like a 3-on-3 kind of battle royale. I never actually got around to playing that one just because I that came out when there was like so many fighting games uh, at the same time, so I kind of just didn't play it. I should have though. That's not a battle royale. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to research it more because I've heard of it. I've never actually played it though. You gotta try. Okay, I'll look. Is it out on Steam? Because I'll download it and play it like over the weekend or something, and give it a shot. The OST is fire. Okay, yeah, yeah. No, I'll definitely look into it then. Because I'm always on the hunt for like good games to play, and especially if it's something I can play on stream too. So who knows? I might do like open lobbies on the finals, and if you're here, you can join in and teach me how to play this game. Because I'm probably going to suck at it. Yeah, yeah. Hit me up with that song. Maybe I can pull it up right here. The finals. Okay, let me see. Let me. Actually, you know what? This gives me a good chance to try something. Let me switch this out. Pause that. So this song here. Hopefully it picks up the audio. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that was loud. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. It's kind of geez, how would I describe this? Oh no, your internet's going down again. Geez, that sucks. Shoot. Alright, you're back? Awesome. No, this is it reminds me of an artist. I'm trying to remember who it sounds similar to. Oh. Okay, yeah, so kind of give me a little bit of like Daft Punk kind of vibes, a little bit. If that makes sense. Okay. The finals has a thing, really. Like, what kind of thing does it have? Turn it down a little bit. It's loud in my ears. Every season has its own soundtrack. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, no, I'll definitely look up the finals after stream. Yeah, season 7 soundtrack. How many seasons is there right now with the finals? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they actually. Oh, 8? Okay. It's not too many. Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely look this up afterwards. Well, thank you for suggesting that to me. Oh, get the music playing again. No, I'll definitely look that up afterwards. That sounds interesting. Yeah, and I'll definitely look into the game as well too, and see if that's maybe something I might play on the future streams too. Yeah. Okay. And is it all kind of like? I guess what would you say, in your opinion, since you played it, is the best season so far? Just get some water. Whoa. Kind of freaked out a little bit there. Just getting water. Mm. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Like every season brings improvements. Um, Obviously, the current one, eight's probably loads better than the very first season. Um, okay, no, that's cool. No, I really appreciate you bringing that. There's so many games out there to play, and it's not enough time. You know what I mean? Like my backlog of games that I've downloaded but haven't even touched yet is ridiculous. But interesting though. But yeah, no, I will definitely going to look into that. Hmm, kind of. Yeah, okay. Hmm, but hmm, I'm kind of having a bit of a brain fart right now. Sorry. Trying to think of what I'm doing. Uh, oh, but this has actually been pretty cool, pretty fun, interesting. Um, I yeah. Sorry, I know I'm a little kind of quiet and all over the place right now, but I'm working on it. Hopefully, I can provide better quality streams in the future going forward. Still kind of nervous, a little lost. And I really do appreciate you being here and just chatting with me because I know a lot of newbie streamers, when they try and start out, it's kind of just them talking to themselves. So having you here to just like, shoot the shit with me, it's been huge. And I honestly, I can't thank you enough. That said, I was planning also every the Final Soundtrack's on Spotify too. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, so I am running Spotify right now, so I could definitely pull that up as possible future background music to play. So that's great. No, and I really appreciate that suggestion. Um, yeah. Um, hmm. I think what I'm going to do though is because this has been kind of nerve wracking for me, and I'm a little scattered and fried. I didn't get much sleep last night either. I'm going to do a like a super short stream today, just to like dip my toes in. So even though it's only been like 50 minutes, just trying to like. Today was really just more of like getting that courage to just hit the go live button and just like start it. Because otherwise, every day I'm just going to be like, oh, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, or I got. I will make some excuse to be like, oh, I can't do this now because I got this coming up. But every day I'm going to try and do just like a little bit here and there and kind of just like force myself to get more comfortable into streaming and being on camera and doing this stuff. And Actually, that's why I'm doing it as a VTuber now. Because when I tried doing streaming like 3 years ago, I was doing it as a face cam streamer. Even then, I wasn't even trying to show my face. So I used like little image PNGs or something. Or when I was doing the live cooking, I would always angle the camera down so it wouldn't show my face. But that kind of resulted in a very awkward angle when I was trying to go into my oven, and my shirt rolled up in the back, and yeah, you saw a little bit of plumber's crack there. So that was awkward. So now with VTubing, kind of don't have to worry about that. So that's kind of great. Yeah, it was. When I saw that on screen, I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe cam work isn't for me, or like face cam stuff, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very self conscious about my looks and everything, because I won't say my age, but I can definitely see that I'm like thin and up top, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, that won't look too good. Whereas this, my model here, I got a full head of hair. I got more hair than I'll ever have in my real life. But yeah. Oh, actually, uh, I don't know if you use Twitter, or I guess X nowadays, but if you haven't seen it before, let me just pull it up. This is my full model, actually. So that's like everything from head to toe. That was designed by my designer, and she did an amazing job. More than I could have ever hoped for in a model, especially for my first model, too. So she helped me through the entire process of getting artists to create the file, and then someone I know from other streams, Moriko, she rigged it for me, and she's an amazing rigger. She's actually re-rigging her model right now, or not right now, but like she's redoing her model because she's got a whole lot of new tips and techniques. Excuse me. And her model and is insane. I believe this is her. Yes. So if you want to give her a check out, I think you would definitely like her streams. She's a lot more like how do I explain this? She's better than me for sure. Like, she's very comfortable with what she's doing, and she is an amazing, amazing streamer. Definitely check her out if you give it a chance. Yeah, but hopefully, going in the future, I can do better. And oh yeah, okay. So my jacket here. Let me just do a quick zoom out of the entire thing. Get rid of thicket. So like this is my full model right here. So what I was coming up with the concept of my model, I was thinking Wuthering Waves, Jihan, and what's his name? Chukalo, or oh jeez, I can never remember his full name. But he has like the long blonde hair. Yeah, so if you look at it, there's a lot of like Wuthering Waves inspired looks, but the jacket itself, that's actually inspired by Seto Kaiba from the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon. No, not Alto. Let me. This guy, Calcharo. Yeah, so his inspiration is for a lot of the color scheme, the long hair. Like you can't really see it right now with my model, but if you look at the reference sheet, how that long hair at the back is kind of inspired by him, with the body armor. And then if you look at Gian, you look at him, then I get a lot of like some of the elements from him as well, with the ponytail at the back, with the color schemes, with a lot of like his armor concepts as well. And like how he has across his chest that belt buckle, that's how I have like right here on mine as well. So like I, I kind of like piecemeal together parts of each character. Then I have like this puffy fur around it, which kind of gives me a bit of yeah, the straps thing. So even all along here, like a lot of these straps and everything is kind of taken from both of those characters. And yeah, but then it wasn't intentional. But when I got the fur around the collar, it's kind of giving me Craven the Hunter vibes from Spider-Man. I know the movie didn't do so great recently. I actually haven't even seen it, but it kind of gives me that, that kind of feel. So it's a little bit of an amalgamation of different characters. And then obviously the moose thing is, well, I mean, I'm Canadian, right? So it was either a moose or a beaver. And I'm like, I ain't going to be a beaver. So I'll be a moose instead. But yeah, so that's kind of like where the whole character design, the lore came from. Alto is a Finnish name? Oh, okay. No, that's cool. Is he a character in the series? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I can see where like he kind of gives off the same vibes as my model gives off the same vibes as him. Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. Actually, those glasses kind of would have been cool. Oh, I should have looked into that. Originally, I was kind of going to do a kind of so I was using a pre-made very at the very beginning when I was like figuring out everything, and I was going to like try and debut as a VTuber, and I had this huge red streak in the hair, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I should do that with this character, but I decided not to because it just would have looked so weird. Alto means wave if you're curious. Oh, really? Okay, so that actually makes a lot more sense than the fact that he's in weather and waves. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, okay. Oh, do you want to see something, a toggle that I just made last night that I didn't show anyone else yet? It was a little something I was having fun playing with, and it's kind of great when if I do horror games in the future. How creepy is this? Can you imagine like or like a horror game and you just got this as your own character? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it is October, so why not just kind of like play up the whole demon vibe sort of thing? I was actually also, if you ever get a chance to, I don't know if you're into VTubing or not, but you can download the software for free, VTube Studio, and they have some pre-made models already installed on it, or you can get pre-made models or on Etsy for like super cheap, and just play around with it. But you can do a whole bunch of cool things. Like when December hits, I'm going to be using this. Oh, it's a winter wonderland. And then they also have like other options too, where you can do like raining. I got to figure out how I want to do this one, because that would be kind of cool if I can combine it with the dark eyes. But then I tried doing that, and well, actually no, that works. Because last time I tried doing it, it made it like really, really dark. But yeah, no. October's coming up, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. Maybe I should try and figure out some Halloween stream, maybe a scary stream for that day. Ooh, that could be a good idea, actually. I gotta write this down. But yeah, that's kind of been me in a nutshell. Um, yeah, I gotta compile some horror. The thing is, with horror games, I'm a huge wimp. I'm not a fan of horror games. I will get jump scared so easily, but that's part of the fun, right? So I was looking at a couple horror games, like maybe Dead Space, maybe some Resident Evil, stuff like that. That could be fun. I'll definitely look into that for sure. Are you a big fan of horror games? Oh yeah. What do you suggest? Not actually. Yeah, like I can't even do horror movies. Like I can do them. I jump like crazy. Like I can do Saw. Like that kind of series was okay for me. But other stuff, I probably would just chicken out so bad. I did get a heart attack. It steals. Let me look that up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks like it's just gonna give me a heart attack. Oh yeah, yeah. What's it about? Kind of peak. What? Let me see what it's about. Oh, it's the company who created Lethal Company. Okay. Give me it's just anybody can edit. Survival horror game. Hmm. It, yeah, it was made in 2020 by Zeekers, I guess, most famous for creating Lethal Company. You have to carefully collect orbs and avoid the monsters lurking in the halls. I will take a look at it and see about it. Like, I still got some time. It's the end of the month, so I'll put together some games potentially, or I'll see what I have in my list. No, but I appreciate that. So I'm going to look into the finals, and I'm going to definitely look into its steals, and see what comes up. I guess, and see what I can do, what my heart can handle, because yeah, I guarantee you, I will be screaming a lot probably, and or pass out. Maybe we'll see. Yeah. But, let me see what else kind of games do they have. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is actually call it for the day, just because it was a lot rogues like. Um, Rogue games are pretty good. I play a lot of fighter games for sure. I'm actually tempted to look into that Sonic racing game because I mean Sonic first of all, and racing games are pretty good. They're chill, I guess. Actually, one of the games I'm actually thinking of playing is Stellar Blade. I know it's got great reviews on the PS5. I don't have a PS5, so I had to wait for it to come out on Steam. But that is something I'm looking at potentially playing next. Also, let me see what else I have on my list. Uh, I played a Souls game a long time ago. I haven't played any recently. Uh, Actually, there's a dating sim demo I kind of want to try. Five Hearts Under One Roof, season two. I don't know if you've ever played the first season. It's actually not too bad for a dating sim. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you though. One of the games I really enjoy playing the most, and I have the most hours in, is Among Us, just because I love being sus. Just trying to be undercover and be like, oh well, am I imposter or crewmate? Yeah, I find dating sims can be hit or miss for sure. It depends on how deeply I can get interested into it. I find. I liked Five Hearts Under One Roof though. That was a fun game. If you ever get a chance, at least maybe just YouTube, see if it's something I might be interested in. But most dating sims, yeah, can't really get into them too much. No, actually, sorry, I lied. I think Power Wash Simulator is the one I have the most hours in. Something about that game is just so relaxing. Oh, and I've been meaning to try that horse racing game, Uma Masumi. Yes, state everything. Have been seeing gameplay of that. That one is hilarious. Oh wow, some of the characters in that game are very, very sus. But at the same time, it's unique. You know, you can date your washer, you can date your fridge, you can date your floor. But yeah, definitely that game looks. That might be one worth checking out for sure. But sorry, you were asking about Souls games. Like, did you have one that you were recommending, or that you think might be fun to play? Man, second gen K-pop just hits so differently. Oh, my first Souls that game. I mean, I've played other games briefly of like, what is it? Baldur's Gate 3, but I didn't get too far into it. I put like maybe like 5 hours into that. I don't know, something. Yeah, for me, I find my for game I need to be like. Oh no, sorry, I did play Elden Ring for a little bit. Sorry, I did play a Souls like game for that. Uh, and I don't know, for that it just wasn't me. I guess like, it didn't hold my interest too much. Mainly because I will rage quit so easily if I get stuck. Like I did that with Final Fantasy back in the day on PS3. When Final Fantasy 14 came out, when you could be like lightning. Yeah, so that's why I kind of do shorter style games where it's like maybe Tomb Raider, or where it's just like straightforward side scroller type of thing, or like I said, like Among Us or Core Keeper. I have not played Monster Hunter. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just never got around to that game. Actually, let me just look through my list to see what other stuff I've played. Oh no, a lot of Lego games. Apparently, I have a lot of that, so that's cool. Um, Let me see what else I have. I just recently picked up Near Automata, so that. Oh, I know, right? The Lego games are so good. I have the Lego Batman right now that I'm just playing through for fun. Lego Batman 2, DC superheroes. But back in the day, I played so many Lego games on console. Uh, like the Star Wars games. Oh, I don't know what it is about the Lego games. They're just so relaxing, you know? Like you don't have to try too hard, you know, they're fun, interactive. They're not like going to make you rage quit. Whoever created Lego games was honestly a genius. Excuse me. Oh. But actually, that might be something. I'm going to look into more Lego games. That could be something I could do on stream too. Because, I mean, who doesn't love Lego? Lego Batman 2 is your personal favorite? Okay, well, I have that one on my Steam. That is something I probably will play on one day on stream. Let me see, what else did I have? I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel for sure. As you can tell, with when I said Seto Kaiba and stuff, I wasn't very much inspired by those kind of games. Ironically, never got into Pokemon as much, and now everything is like ridiculously expensive for Pokemon cards, and I just don't get it. You have a great game suggestion? Yeah, hit me up with it. Promise Mascot Agency? Okay, just... Explore cursed Japanese crown. Recruit mascot friends and come to the rescue when disaster strikes. Oh, okay. That seems interesting. Yeah, I'm going to look into that one afterwards because I mean, mascot, right? And I have a mascot, so why not give him his own little kind of game? Cursed Japanese mascot. It kind of reminds me of Yakuza a little bit. Just like the styling. No, but and hey, it's on sale too. Nice. This is. Guess what? What? Hit me with it. The main character has the same VA as the MC and the. No way. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Because I know someone who is huge into the Yakuza games, so I'm gonna see if they know about this game as well. Because if they don't, they will love it then. Because they love the Yakuza stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. It's on Steam. Perfect. It's on sale too. Time to add some more games to my backlog. Let's see, what else do they have. Gee, I'm looking at some of these mascot characters and they're insane. It's like a giant thumb or something like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate it. So I'll definitely look into Promise Mascot Agency, It Steals, and the finals. And then I'm going to look into the final soundtrack for sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. But, yeah. Okay. Um, okay. Let me just check this out here. Hi, Jen. Hi, how are you? Promise Mascot Agency is so peak. Okay, I'm going to add that to my cart right now. Promise Mascot Agency. Yeah, I wasn't too sure if I was actually going to stream. I didn't know when I was going to stream. I just knew I needed to do it, so I, yeah, I didn't make an announcement or anything. I just said, screw it, hit go live, because I was going to keep pushing it off for later and later. And I knew if I just did it, I have no excuse to. So, yeah, it's a little kind of getting into the groove of things. It's been like 3 years since I tried doing streaming stuff, so I'm slowly finding my way through things. No, 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 no. I really appreciate it. You know, you're helping me get over my nerves on this, and you've obviously made a whole lot of amazing suggestions. I'm just nervous, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, kind of being like, oh, what do I do now? Because I'm like trying to be entertaining, but at the same time, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah. No, but I really appreciate it, Calamato. Do you prefer Calamato, Cal? Like, do you have any preference? Cali? It's okay, Dre. You'll get over. Yeah, it's just one of those things where the more I do it, the better it will. And the more natural it'll feel to me. Because right now, I'm just like kind of struggling, to be like, hey, what do I say now? What do I do now? Yeah, Cali is alright. All right, cool. You might have to remind me that a couple times because my memory is horrible. But I will try and keep remember all that stuff. Oh yeah. So Chen, I showed this to Callie, but obviously you see here my little guy Thicket, and so recenter that. Then I also have these. I can go incognito as a human. Calamad means cabbage, or if that helps you remember. Oh, okay. Because when I was thinking Kalamado, I don't know why. I was thinking of like olives, like the Kalamado olives. Sorry if that makes sense. Okay, so it means cabbage worm. Did not expect that. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, I'm learning new stuff every day. Like I'm learning that there's mandatory military service in Finland after you're 18, but you can defer it. That you guys got free schooling until you're 18, which is honestly it sounds amazing. Mister. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, sorry. Just had to burp. I don't want to burp on stream. Uh, yeah. Oh, Chan, I heard that you recently started streaming yourself too, I believe, correct? Are you doing Facecam stream, VTubing? Is what you? Oh, you just recently did Genshin. Okay. Oh, you're doing PNG right now. Cool, cool. Oh, you have your OC already. Oh, nice. Yeah. Do you have just the design, or is it? Do you have your live 2D already done? Oh God, yeah. Art and rigging is super expensive. Like this model took me like almost a year to get done. Sure. Yeah, Callie. Check out Chen. I've known her from. We used to mod in another streamer's channel, but he's graduated now. He graduated. I debuted. It's a never-ending cycle of VTube in life. Oh wow. Okay. This. Wow. That's very pretty. Kind of giving me Sailor Moon vibes a little bit there. Is Goody One Way his mod's debut? I'm pretty sure he would have been like supportive of mods debuting at the same time as him. Although I will admit, because he would always go live when like really early in my mornings, I can now sleep in a little bit. But it still sucks that he debuted. He was fun. Yeah, yeah, it definitely gives a bit of a Sailor Moon vibe there. Kind of also like a wedding dress vibe too. Now that I'm looking at it more. Yeah. So when are you thinking you might debut that model? Probably what? February? January? Celestial flower theme. Okay, yeah. I definitely see that right there. Yeah, no, I trust me. I not just the rigging and the art, but also you got to get your overlays and your emotes, your panels, and how much money I put into this model and everything is ridiculous. But it's mine. It's all me. So I can't complain. I mean, yeah, being a face cam viewer. I did play Wuthering Waves when it first came out. I got all the way up to oh, what was her name that came when she debuted? Yinlin when she was released as a character. I saved up, I grinded to get her, and as soon as I got her, I stopped because I'm like, it's a constant grind, and I have no problem doing constant grind, but I was spending so many hours of my day just grinding for materials to pull and everything, and I was just like, how many hours a day do I want to spend doing this? Plus, I was also doing like a whole bunch of like mobile games too, like the Pokemon uh, trading card game mobile and everything. So I'm like, yeah, no, the storyline from what I've seen has been crazy. I see the new characters coming out. There's that one character. She's like a jellyfish. She's got her her signal on her tongue, which was insane. I'm like, wow. And don't get me wrong, the graphics in the game is just amazing. Like, I do want to get back into it one day, eventually. Especially since I use them as inspiration for my guy, so I figured I should do them justice and honor and stuff like that. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah, hit me up with that. What I do love though is soundtracks from games because they have some of the most amazing, like, just instrumentals I've ever heard. But and if you ever get a chance to go to a video game concert, uh, I think links are turned off. What's the name of it? I can pull it up. The new Genshin update really has some good music. You know what? I've never played Genshin because I saw so many friends who were complaining about how much Yeah, Fall Sovereign theme. How much they were like putting into it. I'm like, I don't want to put another game my uh, onto my plate when I was also doing Wuthering Waves at the same time. Is it the Fall Sovereign boss theme? I mean, the graphics alone are just so amazing in this game. Like all those cutscenes are ridiculous, and then when you get music like this, like it just amps you up so much. Yo. Second phase hits hard. Yeah, like honestly, video game music is probably some of the best music I've ever heard outside of K-pop. But don't tell anyone. Um, I'll always be a K-pop stan, no matter what. But yeah, no, like even from the early days back, Legend of Zelda and all that. Yo. See, just watching gameplay like this makes me want to get back into the game. But I know I'm so far behind in the storyline and everything. Jeez. Best part is coming up. All right, I'm waiting for it. Oh, I can hear the crescendo. That peak build-up. Oh. Yeah, this part right here is what you're talking about, right? Yeah, that was a nice build-up to that. Yeah. Okay, that was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that soundtrack. Yeah, honestly, you can't fault it. You know. Wow. Oh wait, get my music going back again. Forgot to turn that back on. Wow. Honestly, you got some really great recommendations there, Callie. Do you stream yourself, by the way? Out of curiosity, I realized I never asked you that. No, not really. Well, I mean, if you ever do decide to, I think you will have great success because you got a lot of good recommendations, a lot of games, good game ideas, and I think that will really resonate with people. Yeah, Big Bang. I love second gen artists the most. Second gen and early third gen artists. They were the ones I was introduced to, so I'm like, you know what? They're my go to. They just sound so much better and unique compared to artists you see nowadays, with the exception of K-pop Demon Hunters, because that is next level stuff. And actually, speaking of that, I don't know if you guys are big fans of it, but the three voice singers, uh, EJ, Rayami, and Adrenuna, are going to perform Golden on Jimmy Fallon on Thursday, I believe, live. Not gonna lie, I also like being on the side of the screen. No, that's fair. That's fair. I was the exact same way too. I'd rather be just watching instead of being on camera. But I obviously when COVID hit and everything, uh, it was harder to go and like meet people and all that stuff. So I figured, why not try streaming just to like engage and talk to people? Because otherwise, I just work from home and just do myself stuff. So I'm like, you know what? This gives me a chance to meet people, talk to people, try new things. And even if I never make it big, and it's not my whole plan to make it big, this is for me is just honestly something to interact with people. Just to have a little bit of fun, expensive fun, but yeah, just kind of meet people, talk. Yeah, no, true, true. You're in the military service, so it's really hard for you to stream. But I mean, after you finish in this service, if it's something you're interested in, I'm pretty sure you would do really good. Whether you decide to do face cam or if you do decide to go the VTuber route, it's something you can look into doing. And like, since you have a laptop or a computer right now, you could download the VTube Studio software and just play around with it. See if that is something you're interested in. Excuse me. Uh, if in the future that is a route you want to go, of course. You might have other aspirations. Who knows? You only you know. Yeah, yeah. If you ever do decide to come stream in the future, just let us know, and definitely we'll be like, stop on by, drop a follow, and everything. Uh, yeah, it's always great to see new VTubers. Uh, yeah. Let the bass front go. Your accent is heavy. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I have a bit of a lisp actually, so that was also one thing I'm worried about too. So, um, but this helps kind of practice speaking. You work on it. Term rally English? No, I've never heard the term rally English before. What does that mean? Just kind of googling it right now. Something sometimes humorous English speaking with a heavy Finnish accent, non-standard pronunciation originated from Finnish rally drivers. Oh, interesting. Because it doesn't exist in Finnish, that is like being pronounced like a S or TS sound. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, nothing wrong with rally English. I'm actually Chinese, so a lot of my words sometimes. Well, okay, so my parents were raised in like a British colony, I guess. So I was kind of raised with that. So a lot of the words I say are more British sounding. Not British sounding, but like, how to explain this? So growing up, my parents would say the letter three as a tree, like TR. It sounds like TREE, like a tree, but for them, it's the THREE. So I'm kind of used to that, and they're from South America, so my aunts and uncles they have like a heavy, like a Caribbean accent kind of stuff too. So honestly, having a heavy accent stuff, people will learn, and it, if anything, it kind of gives character. I would say, like it'll help make your character you, if that makes sense. My English gets twisted too because I know French more than English. Yeah, yeah, same thing. We're trying to say like so. She speaks more in French. A lot of her words are going to have French undertones to it, and that's completely fine. People will adapt, learn. Hello, Shadow. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. So, yeah, we Shadow is from Nemo's stream, actually. Actually, she was just here earlier. I believe she is sleeping now, maybe resting. I don't know. Better than ever. How you doing? Sleepy cat. Do. I'm doing okay. Better than when I started because I was super nervous at first. Because it's been many years since I've done this. But I've been talking with Callie for like the last hour 41 minutes. So Callie's really helped. Kind of just get over those nerves. Kind of just relax a little bit more. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, when I first started, my whole body was tense. Like, what am I doing? Am I crazy? Sort of thing. And now it's just kind of like, hey, chilling, vibing, just relaxing. So that's kind of nice, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, just kind of been talking, shooting the shit, kind of. I don't know. Still a little bit of nerves going on, but a little bit less now. Kind of comfortable in that groove, sort of thing. Yeah. Still a little bit awkward for me though, doing this, but eventually I'll get over it. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Eventually it'll come naturally, but well, it's so weird because in my professional day-to-day life, I have no problem standing in front of a boardroom, doing presentations, whatever. I can do that. But doing this when there's no one to look at and just talking to my computer, it feels different, you know? But I'll get used to it eventually. Actually, let me just check something. I kind of get what you mean, kind of not. You mean in terms of like talking to the computer and being able to talk in front of a crowd versus like doing this. Drop on lurk though I can't say. Yeah, no worries, Shadow. I mean, thank you for coming in. Thank you for saying hi. It's greatly appreciated. I know you got stuff to do, so I hope you have a great day. But oh, let me just check something here. Ooh, I forgot about this. If you want, I have created a bunch of, because I mod for a bunch of other streamers, so a lot of the commands that I made for them, I kind of incorporated into my own stuff. So I have stuff, yeah, just something like fun little things chat can do, like oh, I got a bad advice one. I don't have the quote one just yet, I think. And if I do, I have no quote set up yet. No. But I got a bad advice command. So you can be like, I can give, oh, okay, I thought I could set it to select someone. But no, it's just like going to generate random things that are wrong. Let me see what else I have. I got stuff like Riz, which clearly I don't have any Riz. How long is the list of commands? Ooh, let me see. I got a whole bunch, so it kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. About 35-ish commands. Oh, like where the bad ideas are pulled. So with that one, it's actually just Stream Elements AI generation. So I as many as they can come up with. See, this one's kind of funny. I have 41% daddy vibes. Yeah. So I got other ones like Aura, Vibe Chat. I should make a list one day. Maybe I'll a panel or something like that. Jeez, 99% daddy vibes? Wow, okay. Um, Daddy? Daddy? Ew, yeah. I also got a mommy one too. Man, I'm only hitting the 40s today. What's up with that? Clearly, I got no res. I don't got vibes. Oh, and then I got like the fun stuff too, like Tinder, FMK. I got a height one. Another song recognition. Yeah. What song you got? I thought I would hear it today. Party of your lifetime. What were you hoping to hear today, Chad? You mean this song, Callie? Honestly, it's kind of giving me like early 90s boy band vibes a little bit. Oh, Warframe? Oh, I played Warframe back in the day when it came out. What was it? I think 2020? I don't remember. When's the last time I played Warframe? Let me see. Warframe. Yeah, the last time I played Warframe was 2020 in June. I played with a buddy a bunch of times. Yeah, it was a really fun game. It's just one of those things where more and more games are coming out and they just fall to the wayside. There's so many games I want to get back into playing. Okay, I married myself apparently. But yeah, no, I got every time I make. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's Stream Elements. Blame them. I mean, you know what? When more people come in, See, you return the favor. I kill you, you kill me. Basically, you go back to 1999, where there's an infestation called tech rot, and the tech rot develops a strain where it starts copying metafictional. Oh Lord, that sounds amazing. Actually, you know what? The song's from that fictional boy band. Okay, okay. No, it definitely does sound like a '90s boy band, and this is the era that I grew up on too. So, that's. Oh, you know what? There is a song I think you should listen to, or a band. Let me see if they have. Yes. Okay. So, back in my day, and I can't believe I actually just said that, there was a group that was a parody of like 90s boy bands of like Backstreet Boys and Sync and all that. They were called Together. And it was just like, it's actually a movie. They actually made a CD and everything, and they had their own TV show. It was on MTV. This is their music. Like, this is a completely fictional boy band that they made up. And they actually created CDs. There's a movie about them and everything. But this was peak 90s for me. Miss the feeling of your kiss. They're called Together. Or I think it's to, like, they used a plus to make the T. So like technically that's what it's called, but the band is called Together. And they played into the whole boy band concept. So there is the heartthrob, there is the bad boy, there is the sick one, there is the clueless idiot one, and then there's like the older brother character. And what's actually crazy is they can sing. Like, this is them literally singing everything. So it's like impressive. And the music videos are ridiculous parodies too. Like, let me see. If you ever get the chance, look up their music videos on YouTube. I think you would find it hilarious. Getting up is getting back your stuff. And one of them is Chris Farley's brother, actually. I don't know if you remember him, or if you know of who he is. He's a huge actor back in the day. He did stuff like Beverly Hills Ninja. He was hilarious. You have no idea? Okay. You're a new gen? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is the actor. His brother is actually in this group as as the older brother's character. And honestly, this was my 90s. I'm dating how old I am by saying that. Getting back your stuff. Up is, And everything that they do is just parody of all the bands back in the day too. Actually, let me see. Yeah. Maybe what I might do in a future stream is just like a review of like their music videos, because it is funny stuff. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, because like MTV and stuff has changed since then. Sorry, my mind just went blank for a minute. Um, yeah. Bring that down a little bit. I guess, yeah, it makes sense that you're new gen because you said you're just now in the military and it's done after you're 18. So you're probably, and you don't have to answer. I'm thinking probably like early 20s at the most, Callie. So then you wouldn't know about the 90s. You're 19? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm old. Yeah, I got some years on you. Damn. Yeah. Never asked that. Yeah, no, it's no. I appreciate you like giving this old timer a chance and teaching me some of the new stuff. Well, yeah. Sorry, just 1 second. Oh. Ah. Um. Hmm. Actually, but let me think now. Yeah, no. You've given me a lot to go on today. Hi, Joy. How are you? Thank. Hi. Joy is everywhere. I see you everywhere, Joy. And Joy is an amazing editor. I've seen all the edits you've done for all the other streamers. Yeah. Um. Okay. How good thinking about you? I'm good. I'm good. A lot better. Yeah. No, Joy is everywhere. Honestly, if you go to any VTuber stream, is about a good chance you'll see Joy there. Oh, I swear to God, he's like everywhere. But yeah, no, I'm doing good. Just chilling, relaxing now, feeling more comfortable VTubing, doing this. Still got a lot more to learn, and figuring things out. I got to plan better for sure. I kind of just winged it today. Uh, yeah, yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out if anything's scuffed or anything that needs to be fixed. Yeah, it's a long process for sure, for sure. Um, Day one, right? What's that saying? Journey of 1,000 steps begins with the first one, or something like that. Well, this is the first step. I've never known about or seen Trump, but instantly achieved goal. Go satisfy my book, I guess. Yeah, yeah, no, like Joy is honestly everywhere. Like every streamer that I mod for or follow, you see Joy pop up randomly somewhere, always. Joy is the godfather of streamers. Yes. Of VTubers. Sorry. Yes. It's okay. You'll learn with time. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a learning process. And just getting more comfortable in front of the camera again. Yeah. No, like I was saying before, it's weird. Like, I could do Zoom calls and stuff like that. Be fine. No problem whatsoever. Doing this, I don't know. It just, it's different. My stuff because I'm streaming on a laptop. Oh, yeah. Um, you know, Amazon Prime Day sales are coming up in next week. Chance to upgrade. If you need a mic, totally not doing product placement or sponsored by Elgato, but their Neo series, great value, great products, and I'm sure it'll be on sale. Anyone from Elgato listening? You want to sponsor? Maybe throw me some free stuff? Sorry. Um, yeah, I just went a little bit there because I'm in the server and there's a lot of cool stuff to learn. You're just lurking in places. Yeah, no, joy is lurking everywhere, and everyone is happy for joy. Happy, everyone sees joy, and we're joyful. I will upgrade next year. I'm broke. Yeah, I feel that. I am so. Yeah. VTubing is very, very, very expensive. Or it can be if you want custom everything. If you want to do like bunch of mass produced pre-made stuff, it's not as expensive and it's still good quality. Like, I did a lot of pre-made stuff before this, so yeah. Girls' Generation, the best. My queens. Anyways, I'm planning to do this upgrades after. Oh, you're doing your masters. Okay, yeah. No, school comes first. School is a priority. Definitely do your masters first. And if you don't do your masters, yeah, you have to do your masters. Do your masters, Smith Chen. Or else. Haha. The song from Fortnite? What's that? Oh, it's BTS, Dynamite. Yeah, BTS does a lot of songs and they're huge. Actually, speaking of Fortnite, oh, that was Satar. No, but speaking of Fortnite, I don't know if you watch the UK group, the Sidemen. They just did an Among Us video with Ninja, and the theme was Fortnite. It was amazing. Sidemen are just like one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. Sorry, excuse me. I just had to burp. Oh, sorry. You haven't watched them in a big while? Honestly, their stuff, they're more Simon channel. I'm a big fan of their Among Us stuff for sure. Their latest Simon Sundays, they've kind of changed up the format where it's a little bit more personal now, where it's kind of like just them doing their stuff as opposed to like huge groups and big production values, which is kind of nice. You know, you get to feel more of like who they are as a group. But yeah, no, I watch them religiously, weekly. Always great laughs. It'd be kind of cool to actually meet them one day. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Hey, like. Yeah. Anywho's. You know what? I'm actually going to call it here because I do have some stuff I have to go and get done. Because I have to go to the airport to drop off some people soon. My dopamine receptors have been cooked since middle school, so I don't follow them. No, that's fair. That's fair. They have a lot of stuff going on, and then you know the whole Mr. Beast channels too, and everything. There's so much content out there to watch. You just gotta find what works for you. You know, just something that you can shut your brain off and just kind of be like there, but not there. You know what I mean? But yes, I it's been 2 hours, and honestly, that was more than I expected to do today. And I really appreciate you guys all coming here and just like chatting with me, keeping me company, helping make this a comfortable, relaxing experience because I was deathly nervous. Maybe yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was originally thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna do like 30 minutes because no one's gonna show up. And 2 hours later. But no, really, honestly, Callie, I appreciate you just coming in and chatting. Chen coming in, Joy, Nemu, Lauren, everyone that just came in and like said hey, and just kind of made me feel welcome in this VTubing space and everything. I'm hoping to come up with better content for you guys. I don't have a schedule yet, so everything is kind of by the seat of my pants, kind of like figuring out what works best, timing wise in the day. Obviously, also what I have scheduled for the day too. So we will see. I will definitely try and stream again within the next day or two. I'm hoping. Yeah, but for sure, just like notification. If you have that turned on, you'll see when I go live, or if you're on Twitch at the time, and you might just see me pop up in your sidebar there. But yeah, you know, one thing I never actually got to do when I first tried streaming as a face cam streamer was rating. So I want. Oh, actually, before I go, I want to show you guys this one scene that I never got to use today. But so my start and soon screen is the exact same as my ending screen, but my be right back screen, it's so cool. It's so comfy and cozy. I just want to quickly show that to you guys. Yeah, that's the screen. Look at that. I love the vibes that it's giving off. I know, right? Like the first off, the artist is Pink on Twitter, and then I have to look at my. I have the information in my panels, but the rigger did or the animator did an amazing job with this. I love the fact they added the steam coming from the coffee, so it kind of gives that whole like winter vibe feel. And then my stringer, of course, I love that thing. That's so cool. How it kind of has the vines coming in, and then the logo popping up. Definitely, I would recommend all of the artists and everything in my panel if you're ever getting work done. The live 2D, depending on what you want to go for. If you want to go for like more animated or like an anime style, maybe there'll be better ones out there. This one is more of like a traditional Chinese style, I guess, like manhwa style. But yeah, again, I really appreciate all you guys being here for this, and I hopefully will see you next time. Rating wise, I'm going to try rating out to Ro Bunny. She did a content recently where VTubers would submit voice scripts, and she kind of like played them on stream and rated them and everything. And honestly, it was so much fun. She's a really cool person. I've only just recently started following her, but I yeah send you guys to her, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time around. But I will see you guys later. Thank you and have a great night.